So I've had a question about how long do you cut the wire for a tree that is how many centimetres tall? If I'm honest, I don't really use like rulers and stuff. I just sort of use my eyesight and go, yeah, that's long enough. One thing I will say, you're better off to cut more than enough than not enough for however tall you want your tree to be. So use this as an example. This tree without the roots is 11 centimetres tall, so this section 11 centimetres tall and 11 centimetres wide. So how I would do this, obviously now to include the roots, because obviously you need it, and you need obviously room for the roots as well. You need to obviously like times say 11 by 3, so you're looking to cut minimum 33 centimetres. So then when you fold that over, you'll obviously have the wire section to obviously do the top of the tree, so all your little twigs. Then obviously the middle section, obviously this bit's probably about 9 centimetres, so the trunk. And then obviously don't matter how much you've got left for the roots, because you can always obviously cut them short, or you'll have long ones and short ones, which is fine. So if you wanted a tree that's say 30 centimetres tall, obviously you're going to have something. So if this section was 30 centimetres tall, obviously you need the roots as well. So you're looking at 30 times your 3, so 90, you're going to look at doing 90 centimetres. So obviously you got about 10 centimetres for the root, obviously your other 10 centimetres for the trunk, and then your 10 centimetres for the top, roughly, because depending on how you do your branches will also determine how much wire you cut off. So for example, this wire, which is already finished, it's only got 2 twigs on, so you can obviously cut the wire a lot shorter, so to the minimum amount that you need to cut off. So for example, 11 centimetre tree, you need around 33 centimetres, so I could cut this wire off at 35, and that will be enough just to do 2 branches. But obviously if you're wanting to add more twigs to the branch, you obviously want to cut something like 45 centimetres off, or if it was just 5 branches, then obviously 40. So it all depends on how many twigs you're going to add. But as long as you got, when you cut the wire, you've got obviously your root section, and then obviously your trunk section, your branches section, which is like these bits here. The top obviously depends on how full you're going to add. So with these ones, I use these type of branches to thicken up trees. So I can cut loads of short wires off, do loads of 2x2s, and add all the 2x2s together to make the tree thicker. And then with like the 7 branches or longer, I don't know if you can see that one, it's got loads more on, it adds more shape to the tree. So obviously I like to make my trees a lot danglier, so that dangle. So, and obviously this bit of the tree is more more structured, so that would be loads of the 2 or 3 twig trees. So the answer, I think, to the question is depending on how tall you want the tree to be, obviously depending on your base as well. You want to sort of, when you pull the wire out of your reel, you need to fold the wire in half, and then obviously you've got the top section for the branches, middle section for the trunk, and the bottom section for the root. Cut that piece off, and then always cut another piece off exactly the same, and then just use one wire as your measuring wire. So hopefully that's answered your question. Any more questions, then please feel free to get in touch on my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/M Homemade Treasures. Thank you, bye.